Hey everyone, it's Tony from Retirees Benefits, and breaking news just arrived. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has finally announced the Social Security increase for 2026, and this impacts everyone. Social Security Retirement, SSI, SSDI, Veterans Affairs, Railroad Retirement, and yes, even your food stamp benefits. The Social Security Administration just announced a 2.8% cost of living adjustment for 2026. Now, before you think that sounds okay, I need to tell you about one very important thing that could either significantly increase your benefits or leave you struggling even more than you are right now. And it has everything to do with how this administration calculates these increases. Plus, I'm going to break down the new SNAP benefits increase, how much your food stamps are actually going up starting this month. And spoiler alert, it's not nearly enough when grocery prices are up 21%, according to Gallup. I've read through all the official reports, so you don't have to. And I'm going to give you the real numbers, the real impact, and what you need to do right now. But first, I just need 2 seconds. Please hit that like button on this video. It helps more people who need this information actually find it. Let's get into it. So, here's what happened. This COLA announcement usually comes out around October 15th every single year, but because of the government shutdown, they delayed it until October 24th. President Trump actually had to order the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, to get back to work so they could release this critical inflation data that determines your benefits. And the official number is 2.8% for 2026. That's 2.8%. Now, we kind of knew this was coming because analysts had predicted somewhere between 2.7% and 2.8%. But having it confirmed is what matters because this is what determines how much money hits your bank account starting in January. But here's what's got lawmakers, analysts, and millions of seniors absolutely furious right now. And this is the part you need to understand. The way they calculate this 2.8%, 8% increase. It's based on something called the CPIW, the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Let me say that again. They're using spending data from urban workers to determine benefits for seniors and people with disabilities. Lawmakers are making noise right now, and rightfully so, saying this metric is outdated. It's vague and it doesn't reflect what seniors actually spend money on. Think about it. Seniors aren't spending money the same way young workers are. You're spending on prescriptions, medical care, utilities, housing, things that are rising way faster than the general inflation rate. What lawmakers are pushing for is switching to the CPI, the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. This would actually measure what seniors spend on rent, mortgages, groceries, utilities, and prescriptions, and then calculate the COLA based on that reality. And here's the kicker. According to experts, if they switch to the CPIE, your benefits could increase by $300 to $500 more per year compared to what you're getting now. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, because millions of seniors are asking, if this metric is so outdated, why are we still using it? This 2.8% COLA affects over 72 million Americans. Let me break down who that includes. If you're on Social Security retirement, you worked your whole life, paid into the system, and you're relying on this check to survive. This affects you. If you're on SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, because you became disabled and can't work, this is your lifeline. This affects you. If you're on SSI, Supplemental Security Income, because you're low income and either elderly or disabled, this affects you. If you're a veteran receiving benefits through Veterans Affairs, this impacts your payments too. If you're on railroad retirement, same thing. You're getting this adjustment. And if you're on SNAP food stamps, stick with me because I'm going to tell you exactly how much your benefits are increasing. And it's not much. Let's talk real dollars because that's what pays your bills. With a 2.8% increase, the average Social Security recipient will see their monthly check go up by $54 to $58 per month. That's it. For someone getting the average retirement benefit of about $1,927 per month, You're looking at roughly $1,981 per month starting in January 2026. If you're on SSDI with an average benefit of around $1,539 per month, your new amount will be approximately $1,582 per month, about $43 more. For SSI recipients getting the current federal maximum of $943 per month, you'll get about $970 per month with the COLA, roughly $27 more. Now, I know what you're thinking. $27 a month? Are you kidding me? And that's exactly how millions of Americans feel right now, especially when you look at what's actually happening with prices. Here's where this gets really frustrating. According to the September Consumer Price Index report, annual inflation rose to 3% in September, up from 2.9% in August. That's the highest annual price growth since January 2025. But that's not even the full picture. According to a recent Gallup report, grocery prices are up 21% over the past 3 years. Another report shows rent prices have increased 28%. So you're getting a 2.8% increase while groceries are up 21% and rent is up 28%. Does that math work for you? It doesn't work for me either. And here's the worst part. Even though you're getting this 2.8% increase, Medicare Part B premiums are going to take a chunk out of it. We're still waiting on the official Medicare premium announcement for 2026, but historically, when premiums go up, they can completely wipe out your COLA increase. So that $54 increase might actually become $20 after Medicare takes their share. Starting October 1st, 2025, SNAP benefits, food stamps saw a slight increase because of the cost of living adjustment. And when I say slight, I mean it. For a family of 4 in the 48 contiguous states, the maximum monthly benefit went from $975 to $994. That's an increase of $19 per month. Let me repeat that. Groceries are up 21%, and a family of 4 is getting an extra $19 a month to cover it. Now, the big question is, how many families are actually getting this full amount? And the answer is not many, especially under the new work requirements that went into effect this year. Here's what changed. Under recent legislation, there are now strict work requirements for SNAP recipients. You have to work at least 20 hours per week. That's 80 hours per month to qualify for benefits. Now, if you're working 80 hours a month, you're probably earning enough that you're above the poverty threshold, which means you either get a minimal amount in SNAP benefits, like $23 to $28 per month, or you lose your benefits entirely. According to analysts and experts, this is a deliberate strategy to cut food stamp benefits, and it's working. According to a recent survey, around 2.4 million American households will lose their SNAP benefits because of these new work requirements. In New York alone, over 1.2 million people will be affected by these new rules. That's 1.2 million people in one state who will either lose benefits completely or see them reduced to almost nothing. This is happening at the exact time when people need help the most. Grocery prices are up, rent is up, everything is more expensive, and the lifeline that millions of low-income families depend on is being taken away. Let me know in the comments what you think about this because I want to hear from you. There is one small piece of good news in the SNAP update. The income limits to qualify are also rising slightly. For a 4-person household, the monthly gross income limit increased from $380 to $3,483. The net income limit went from $2,600 to $2,680. In Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories like Guam and the Virgin Islands, the caps are higher because the cost of living is higher there. So, if you're close to those income limits, this adjustment might allow you to qualify for benefits or keep benefits you are about to lose. But with the new work requirements, even qualifying doesn't guarantee you'll get meaningful assistance. Here's something that should shock all of us. Right now, in 2025, around 5 million seniors receive benefits that are below the poverty level from Social Security. 5 million. Let that sink in. These are people who worked their entire lives, paid into the system, and now they're living below the poverty line. And even with this 2.8% increase, many of them will stay there because Medicare premiums will eat up the increase. The White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, put out a statement calling the inflation report good news for American families. And I'm not here to get political, but I am here to tell you the truth. For millions of seniors and people with disabilities, this is not good news. You might remember that under the recent Big Beautiful Bill, President Trump claimed he eliminated taxes on all seniors, but the reality is different. Around 20% of seniors will still pay taxes on their benefits. And remember when President Trump talked about giving stimulus checks to Americans, somewhere between $1,000 to $2,000? A lot of lawmakers and experts are calling that a political stunt, just like the proposed DOGE stimulus checks that never materialized. I'm not here to bash any administration, but I am here to make sure you know the facts so you can plan accordingly. Okay, let's get practical. Here are the action steps you need to take. 1. Check your Social Security statement. If you have a My Social Security account online, log in and verify your current benefit amount. If you don't have an account, create one at ssa.gov. 2. Calculate your new benefit. Take your current monthly amount and multiply it by 1.028. That's your estimated new benefit starting January 2026. 3. Watch your mail. In December, the SSA will send you an official CEO notice with your exact new amount. Keep that letter. 4. Review your SNAP benefits if you're on food stamps. Contact your local SNAP office in January to see if your benefit amount changed. Don't wait for them to notify you. Be proactive. 5. Prepare for Medicare premium deductions. Once the 2026 Medicare Part B premium is announced, calculate how much will come out of your Social Security check. If it's high, look into programs that help pay Medicare premiums. 6. Apply for additional assistance. Visit benefitscheckup.org or contact your local area agency on aging. There are programs for utility bills, prescription drugs, food assistance, and more that you might not know about. 7. Understand the work requirements. If you're on SNAP, if you're subject to the 80-hour per month work requirement, document your hours carefully and report them to your SNAP office to avoid losing benefits. Millions of Americans are asking this administration to switch from CPIW to CPIE for calculating COLAs. If that change happens, it could mean hundreds of dollars more per year for seniors and people with disabilities. Advocacy groups, lawmakers, and policy experts are pushing for this. If you feel strongly about it, contact your representatives. Let them know that the current formula isn't working for you. This isn't about politics, it's about survival. It's about being able to afford food and medicine and housing on a fixed income. So that's the full update on the 2026 Social Security COLA and SNAP benefits increases. A 2.8%, 28% COLA. That translates to $54 to $58 per month for most people, and a $19 increase for SNAP benefits for a family of 4. All while inflation, groceries, and rent have skyrocketed. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with your benefits, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified when I post updates. I cover Social Security, SSI, SSDI, SNAP, and all the programs that affect low-income families every single week. Check the description for links to resources, Medicare savings through chapter benefit calculators, and organizations that can help you apply for additional assistance. And please leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's start a discussion about what this administration can do to make life easier for millions of Americans who are struggling. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them. And remember, this community is here to support each other. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Until then, please take care of yourselves and each